What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So we have some great news for Spider-Man Remastered, and we got a new trailer for Spider-Man Miles Morales, but on top of that, of course, we're still getting new gameplay come out as we speak, as of course people were fortunate enough to get early access. But nonetheless, as always, let me know how hyped up you are for this game out of 10 in the comments below. And of course, yesterday we were talking about people being annoyed with the fact of the game's length. If you didn't check out that video, go ahead and check it out. But interestingly enough as well, because I know a lot of you guys were interested, we have our first ever video that has now gone live on the second channel, which is all around side hustles to make you guys more money, and we're talking six-figure side hustles. So I'm co-hosting on that channel, and if that is your kind of thing, then go ahead and check out that video. I'll probably link it in the description below or add a card on screen. But diving into the video, this is some great news first and foremost for Spider-Man Remastered, because at first a lot of people didn't really know where they stood with the whole fact of when it comes down to exporting your save, can you actually do that for Spider-Man Remastered, or will we essentially have to go ahead and start the game all over again? Now, Insomniac posted a tweet about an hour ago that says, "We have heard you. In an upcoming update for Spider-Man PS4, we will add the ability to export your save to Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, and this update will also add the 3 new suits from the Remastered to the PlayStation 4 game as well, and we expect to bring you this update around Thanksgiving." So I think this is great news either way. I mean, if you aren't going to be going onto the next gen consoles at this moment in time, and you're not going to be able to get your hands onto, of course, Spider-Man Remastered, these suits still will be coming to the PS4 version of the game, which I think is an all-around big win. But again, just the fact that you can go ahead and export your save straight away to the next gen console, and most importantly, I guess we're all going to want to explore, right, when it comes down to ray tracing with just the free roam aspect of that game. It basically just allows us to go ahead and do that. Now, if you are one of those people that are wondering, well, do you technically complete the game straight away? You do not complete the game, because they did add, I believe, 5 new trophies as well to the game, which are really cool. So again, if you want to go ahead and get that, you're still gonna have to do, I guess, your general bits and bobs around the map of course, New York. But overall, I think that's really good news. What do you guys think on it? Let me know in the comments below. I think it's just a good thing, because it does show devs actually listening and of course going ahead and taking action. And I feel like this year, when it comes down to Marvel games, it is safe to say, although I absolutely do enjoy the Avengers game, that unfortunately was a letdown. So this kind of just, I guess, cushions the blow almost a bit, where we still will get a good Marvel game overall. Now, is this game going to get Game of the Year? Well, technically it can, because I know we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk, right? But Cyberpunk has now been delayed, as I'm pretty sure 99% of the internet now knows. And that being said, there's technically not even enough time, right, to get Game of the Year. So with that in mind, I genuinely think that Insomniac might be able to steal that spot by getting Game of the Year with Spider-Man Miles Morales. But like I said, leave all your thoughts on this stuff in the comments section below. Now, going on to the next bit of information, of course, we did get our first launch trailer, literally just 3 days, right, left until Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. I didn't actually think we would get another trailer, but we do have the launch trailer, and the good thing about it is it does give us a better look at, of course, Prowler. Now, that being said, an interesting enough fact that I did actually post in my community tab, they did post a screenshot for this villain. And I mean, when it comes down to attention to detail with just Insomniac games overall, they never fail to, I guess, surprise us all. I guess that's the safest thing to say when it comes down to them as a studio as a whole. And I mean, when it comes down to villains as well, going on the reviews, going on what we were talking about yesterday, a lot of people did say that, first of all, the game length isn't what they really were, I guess, expecting to an extent. We've all come to the conclusion, at least people who are around my community, and I guess majority now, just reading more articles as well, are coming to the sense that a 8 to 10 hour game is not bad at all, and in fact we should really be focusing on these types of games in the future, because it does allow us to not, I guess, have a game feel repetitive. But another thing they were saying when it came down to the reviews is that there wasn't a lot of villains in this game. Now, so far when you want to talk about villains as a whole, right? So we're talking Tinkerer, we're talking Prowler, of course, and Rhino. These are the ones that we know of as of right now, alongside all the general ones that we've kind of seen, I guess, teased and what be it. But also to take into consideration, I keep saying it over and over again, even though they've said that there are bigger villains in this game that do make an appearance in the cutscene and essentially cameos, it doesn't really go further than that. Now, all I can say is I genuinely think this is a game that's opening that golden, I guess, gate or door, whatever you want to call it, because we know Spider-Man PS4 was a superb game. Right now, with what Insomniac Games are doing as well, like a really small bit of information that came out today was the fact of Miles' trainers, right? So Insomniac Games, and well, not Insomniac specifically, more so PlayStation, actually teamed up with Adidas to do the Superstar sneakers in the game, and how you can actually wear them and purchase them in real life, which I think was a really interesting collaboration, because let's be honest, it's something that we haven't really seen in a game, I guess as of right now, at least that I'm aware of anyway. And in a game so big like this as well, I think this is definitely changing the direction for AAA games. When it comes down to Marvel games as a whole, Insomniac are right now top of that chain, and I mean, I don't really think there could be another studio. I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments below, but I couldn't think of another studio to come in and actually take this title and change it in a different direction, where you would say they actually done a better job than Insomniac Games did. So I want you guys to leave your thoughts on all of this stuff in the comments below. But overall, going back to what I was saying about the villain sector of things, honestly, it's just a game that I feel is really building us up for the actual sequel, where we're going to be able to play as Peter Parker, which will be the official Spider-Man 2. Also, to take into consideration, they made this Miles Morales game, right? When you take into, well, again, consideration with things like motion capture, having to get new actors, scripts, and just all that kind of stuff, they done that in literally 2 years. So when it comes down to this game's future now, I hope they don't release yearly versions of this game like what Ubisoft done with, of course, Assassin's Creed, because I don't think that would be a wise thing to do. But we could possibly be going for like every 2 year we get some type of a sequel to an extent, because now we have two stories. We've got Peter Parker's and we got Miles Morales' story as well. And again, if they done that in 2 years, they got the core elements or foundations, we can say, off this game. It really comes down to just tweaking things in a sense of getting new actors, scripting, motion capturing, and so forth. It will only change if they do go ahead and extend the world, which again, I guess we're going to have to see what they do with Spider-Man 2, the official sequel to the PS4 version, because now with the next gen consoles, are we talking a bigger map in general? Possibly. But guys, that's going to wrap up this video here. Go ahead and subscribe for more awesome content if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and until the next one, adios amigos.